This is Box Center, your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. Um, I'm here to tell y'all, man, that I'm disappointed. Start this off right away. No beating around the bush. A few days ago, Ring Magazine reported that Terence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Álvarez was becoming a reality. That they had agreed to fight later this year. I posted about it. I'm celebrating. This is a fight that I've personally been calling for quite some time. So naturally, I was excited about it. We're going to get the biggest fight in boxing this year. And now, how I got this information? Well, I got a message from Blue. My shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. And the message just read Canelo versus Crawford canceled. Then I started, that's the first person I heard it from. Blue always get information directly from the sources. But then I started seeing it everywhere else. Everybody's posting about it. Like, damn. And it turns out that Ring Magazine now reports that the fight has been canceled. Many different reasons why I'm disappointed and even upset. First off, when it comes to Ring Magazine, y'all reported that the fight was agreed to. What exactly did they agree to if just a few days later, you're already reporting that the fight is now canceled? What exactly did they agree to? It doesn't look like they agreed to shit, to me at least. So that's disappointing. And the next time that they report that somebody agreed to something, I'm not going to post about it. I'm not going to get excited about it. Because it looks to me like, if you tell me, if you're a trusted source, and you tell me that Canelo Álvarez and Bud Crawford agreed to fight, to me that means they're going to fight. And now y'all telling me that, oh no, the fight been canceled. Was y'all capping the whole time? Was like how did this information even come about? I don't know. But I'm not happy with Ring Magazine, reporting something and then it doesn't play out as they reported it. You coming across as a source that I can't trust. Plus, like I said, man, I was excited about Terence Crawford and Canelo fighting each other. That's a fight that everybody was already on board on. Everybody wants to see. And at this point, I was just waiting for an official announcement to find out that it's now canceled. It's not happening. I don't know the details of what led to, this more recent development. But I'm going to assume for now that Canelo pulled out. Why? Because I know how badly Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Álvarez. How badly he wants to show people that they wrong. Because we already heard the rumblings. Oh, he's too small for Canelo. Canelo, being in a higher division is too big and it's going to walk him down and blah, blah, blah. Pretty much the same thing people said about Errol before Bud proceeded to put one of the worst beatings that we've ever seen of an undefeated champion. That's what Terence Crawford does. And, Canelo's kind of been beating around the bush when it comes to that fight. He's never said, I want to fight or I will fight Terence Crawford. It's always been kind of like, well, if the money's right and if the circumstances but he's never shown that interest to want to fight Bud. That's why I'm assuming that he's the one who pulled out of this fight or pulled out of negotiations. But I tell you, I'm disappointed. Now, what is Canelo gonna do next? I don't know. I've seen rumors that supposedly he's talking with Jake Paul so they could fight in May or something like that. I'm going to tell y'all this right now, my peoples. If Canelo Álvarez fights Jake Paul next and does not end up fighting Bud Crawford, I will never support him again. Canelo's been one of my guys. I've been supporting him. Even when he fought Yildirim, I supported him. Because I was like, you know what? You've been putting in work. You've been fighting big names. You've been fighting great fighters. All right, you're taking an easy one right now. So I let that slide. I was like, you know what? You got the resume to be able to pick a weaker opponent, and you earned that. Cool. But right now was the perfect time for Terence Crawford versus Canelo Álvarez to take place. This was it right here. It was perfect. You know, Bud is 37 years old. Canelo's 34. Both of them are at the tail end of their career, or at least at the tail end of their prime. Why would you not make this fight happen? Why would you... I want you guys to think about this, man. Bud versus Canelo, we talking about USA versus Mexico. There's a lot of history behind that. We're talking about two champions who both been undisputed, who both been at the highest level, who both been number one at the pound for pound list. This is a mega fight. This is a showdown of epic proportions. So why are we not getting Bud versus Canelo? I ask. Well, I don't know the answer, but it looks like Canelo is pulling a duck move. Is he? Why is this fight not happening next? So I say again, if Canelo fights Jake Paul next, that's it, man. I'm not going to support him anymore. Because I just can't believe that you would choose a YouTuber who's 0-1 versus professional fighters, because at this point Jake Paul faced one boxer and he got beat by Tommy Fury. You're going to fight the guy who Tommy Fury beat over Terence Crawford? Now, I know there's a lot of money to be made with Jake Paul. Don't get it twisted. I know Jake Paul is bringing in a lot of fans and is bringing in a lot of money. But this is my point here. Yo, Canelo Álvarez is worth over $100 million, B. You got generational wealth. Your money's never gonna run out on you. You will never know what it is to be broke. So when you got that type of money, how are you going to tell me that you're going to pick Jake Paul over Terence Crawford? How is that even possible? Not to mention, you're going to make a shitload of money fighting Terence Bud Crawford. So I need to see what Canelo's going to do next that's going to validate him pulling out of a fight with the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. How you going to validate that? I'll tell you what. If he's going to fight the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev, then I'm good with that. I'll take that. Okay. Bivol beat you. I know you want that rematch. If y'all make that happen, it bothers me that you pulled out of the Bud Crawford fight, but I can take it. If Beterbiev beats Bivol and you choose to fight Beterbiev next, I can take that. Because Beterbiev is a legit world champion operating at an elite level. I'll take that. But if Canelo Álvarez chooses to fight Jake Paul next so that he can make a lot of money, I can't rock with that, man. I cannot support that. I can't support you if you do that bullshit to us. I don't know about you, my peoples, but I could tell you that I was super excited about Bud versus Canelo. And that's just as much disappointment that I'm feeling. I'm super disappointed. Super disappointed with the Ring magazine, who reported that they had agreed to fight. And super disappointed with Canelo Álvarez, who I'm assuming is the one who pulled out of negotiations. Because I know damn well, I know it in my heartbeat, there's no chance Terence Bud Crawford is going to pull out of that fight. There's no possibility. Of course, I'm going to ask. I don't have no confirmed information as to what caused this fight to be canceled. But y'all tell me, my peoples, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about these two pound-for-pound fighters not fighting anymore? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I can't believe that shit. So, I am going to be reaching out to a few of my peoples to see if they have any information that they could share with me that I can relate to y'all. But, man, this is such bullshit, bro. This is not the type of thing that you expect, you know. Especially, we all know His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is backing Canelo versus Crawford. His Excellency is making the big fights. He's showing us that he's trying to make boxing great. Forget about all this marinating the fight till later and making it happen down the line. His Excellency's trying to make shit happen now. And y'all gonna pull this shit? Y'all gonna cancel the fight? Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm not. We want to see the big fights happen now. In 2025. For us to get this news. That's what I wake up with. Bud versus Canelo canceled. Like I said, man, shout out to Blue Blood Sports for filling me in, keeping me updated. God damn, B. Do y'all believe this? We not gonna get the fight? Like, I want to know what's the reason. I'm dying to know why you pull out of that fight. Why we not getting the biggest fight in boxing? Why not? And then I want to know what is going to end up happening this year with Tank Davis and Shakur. I want to know. So Tank says that he's considering retirement. You gonna retire without fighting Shakur? Man, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that either. We're going to be talking about that. But again, Terence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Álvarez is the biggest fight in boxing. How do you cancel that? Who dropped the ball? Who screwed up? Because somebody messed up. There's no way that a fight of this magnitude, we could be one day talking about it, that they supposedly agreed, and the next day it's canceled. Somebody dropped the ball, my people. Somebody messed up. Unless Canelo got cold feet and pulled out. And you know what? I don't want to take this L to the smaller guy, because then, they're going to talk about my legacy, and they're going to say that, the smaller man beat me and all that. I don't know. Because it been looked like Canelo didn't want to make that fight. So, I'm going to be looking into it. I'm going to be doing my little research. I'm going to talk to a few of my peoples and see if I can find out what the hell's going on. But there's no way to justify this. Because I tell you what, even if Canelo gets the rematch with Bivol or fights better BF next, neither one of those fights is bigger than him fighting Bud. It's not. Can't tell me otherwise. But, like I said before, if Canelo chooses to fight Bivol next, or better BF whoever wins when they face each other, then I'm good with that. I'll take it. If he chooses to fight Jake Paul next, I will never support Canelo Álvarez. There's no way that I can accept you not fighting the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. You don't fight the guy, the 2 division undisputed champion, so that you can fight a YouTuber who's 0-1 versus professional fighters. Yo, Jake Paul is 0-1 versus pro boxers, bro. The one guy he faced was Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury isn't even ranked in any other sanctioning bodies and whooped your ass. And you get a shot at the Canelo sweepstake over money, over you bring in a lot of fans? I don't want to hear that. What is going on in boxing? What's going on in boxing when somebody who ain't accomplished nothing, who's not talented enough to accomplish anything, is going to get a shot at Canelo Álvarez? Boo Andrade couldn't get a shot at Canelo. Carlo Adames couldn't get a shot at Canelo. World champions can't get a shot. And you gonna fight a YouTuber? Yo, man, if he fight Jake Paul next, I ain't even trying to hear it, man. I ain't never supporting Canelo again. Ever. Say what you want, do what you want, follow him. I know he has his hardcore fan base that's gonna support everything and anything he does. That's not how I roll, my people. That's not how I move. I want to see what you're doing. And if you're doing stuff that I can't back, then I'm not backing you. So there you have it, my peoples. I had to go in here, man, and express myself, let you know how I felt about it. I'm not happy with this whole situation, but I also want to see how it's going to develop. Let's see, what's going to happen. As far as Terence Crawford, man, I'm upset that he's not going to get the fight he wants because he deserved it. He earned it. Look at the accomplishments. What he has to do to show you that he's the guy who deserves the biggest shot. Well, what else he got to do? How many divisions he got to conquer? How many champions he got to beat? So, I'm upset that Bud is not getting that fight. Whatever he chooses to do, I'm backing him. If he chooses to retire, I'm backing him. If he chooses to fight whoever he fight, I'm backing him. I'm backing Terence Crawford 100% no matter what he does. Canelo Álvarez, he better pick wisely. Because everybody's not going to back that bullshit if he goes fight Jake Paul. Everybody's not trying to hear that. So, I don't know if any of you feel like me about this situation, but we was about to get the biggest fight in boxing, my peoples. Bud Crawford versus Canelo Álvarez is going to be the biggest mega fight of 2025. And that's it. All of a sudden, we're not getting that fight anymore. That's extremely frustrating. I'm disappointed. And let's see what's going to happen next, my peoples. But I will be back. Listen. Thank y'all for hopping on with me, checking me out. I ain't even got nothing else to say, man. I'm out of here. Y'all already know what it is, man. Box Center. Your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.